Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, November 5th, 2020. We're here for the detention hearings for the 323rd Judicial District Court of the state of Texas, the designated juvenile court of County. Pursuant to emergency orders 1 through 26 issued by the Texas Supreme Court, the courthouses for the state of Texas are generally closed to the public. However, in keeping with the spirit of the open courts provision of the Texas Constitution, these hearings are being broadcast live on YouTube, except where counseled against by Section 5408 of the Texas Family Code. Anyone who may be watching on YouTube, I will let you know that broadcasting, rebroadcasting, or recording all or part of these hearings is expressly forbidden. Violation of the court's order may subject you to civil and/or criminal contempt proceedings. First up, we have Austin James Diamoco. I mispronounced your last name. I apologize, Austin.
It's all good.
All right. And is Dad here today?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right. So, Austin, we had a judicial review hearing a couple of weeks ago. Oh, before I get into that, Austin, this is a detention hearing. The law says when you're brought into detention and initially detained, you must see a judge every 10 business days thereafter. This is your 10-day hearing. You have the right to remain silent. You also have the right to an attorney, and your attorney, Ms. Lothorpe, is here. All right, Austin, the court has previously found that probable cause exists to believe that you engaged in delinquent conduct. We had a judicial review hearing last month. At that hearing, you and I agreed on 3 goals. What were those 3 goals?
Go to school, take my meds, see the psychologist, and be a level 1.
All right.
Level 1-0.
First goal, go to school. How you doing with that?
I'm doing really good.
Second goal, take your meds. How are you doing with that?
I'm taking them every night.
And third goal, level 1-0. What are you today?
A level 1-0.
All right. And you have been since?
You said what? Sorry.
You have been since when?
Since October 26th, I believe.
All right. While you've been in detention, have you had a chance to call your dad?
Yes, sir.
How have those phone conversations been going, Dad?
They've been going good. Going good.
Do you want Austin to come home today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Austin, you held up your end of the bargain, and you did 1, you did 2, and you did 3. Now, I got to ask a 4th thing of you.
Yes, sir.
Can you keep doing all that for your dad at home?
Yes, sir, I can.
All right. So you'll log in and go to school when you're supposed to, right?
I'll do it.
You'll maintain level 1-0 for your dad at home, right?
Yes, sir.
Don't laugh. That's important.
Yes, sir, I'll keep a 1-0 at home.
Okay, because Dad, if he doesn't maintain level 1-0, you pick up that phone, you call Mr. Miller, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then we'll put your son back where he can have a chance to demonstrate level 1-0 again, okay?
Yes, sir.
And the third thing, Austin, take your meds at night, right? You'll
Yes,
do that
sir.
for your dad at home?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
I believe he's off probation.
Was the probation extended?
I haven't seen anything.
Your Honor, the DA filed a motion before probation expired, and we are set for court on December 14th at 8:30 a.m.
That's correct.
Can I get a copy of that, please?
I'm assuming, let's see, Andy Smith is the prosecutor in that case. I'm sure she will be able to help you out with that. All right, Austin, you kept up your end. I'm going to keep up my end. I'm going to authorize your release today, but it is going to be on the electronic monitor, and it is conditioned on you maintaining level 1-0 at home, doing your school like you're supposed to, either online or in person, and taking your meds, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Don't let me down, Austin.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor,
Thank you, Dad.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, if I may, real quick, Dad has informed me that they may be going out of state the week of Thanksgiving and may have a doctor's appointment between now and his next court hearing. would the court allow us to work with Dad on those days without reviewing with the court?
Definitely.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Not a problem. Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Lothorpe. All right. Mr. Gage. Are you Mr. Gage?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gage, my name is Judge Porter. The law says when you're brought into detention and initially detained, you must see a judge every 10 business days thereafter. You have the right to remain silent, not say anything at all. If you give up that right, anything you say at this hearing cannot be used in an adjudication, disposition, or modification hearing, but it can be used against you at a future detention hearing. Also, you have the right to an attorney, and Mr. Graham could not be here today. Ms. YYYYY, are you able to help out?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
All right. Rita, let's get you unmuted. And there we go. So, Mr. Gage, I'm gonna appoint Ms. YYYYY to stand in for Mr. Graham for purposes of this detention hearing. All right. So, Mr. Gage, according to the police report, back on October 21st, Euless PD were dispatched to an apartment complex here in Tarrant County in reference to a suspicious person complaint shortly before 3 in the morning. The police officers were advised that someone had seen a slender young man wearing a hoodie with a flashlight looking into cars. They later observed that a person matching that description exit a black Ford F-150 in front of one of the apartment buildings. They saw the young man walk across the parking lot towards a Toyota RAV4 and attempted to enter a locked vehicle. And then police thereafter saw the young man jump a wooden fence. Police were eventually able to detain that person they saw and identified that person as you. They observed you with a sock over your hand, attempting to use it as a glove, and they recognized you from previous burglary interactions. They observed a brown wallet in your possession with someone else's name on it sticking out of the hoodie. Oops. Including a foreign identification card, 2 Visa cards, and other evidence that was later determined to have come from that Ford F-150. All right, Mr. Gage, you have been level 1-0 since the 1st, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you're on consolidated probation from July of this year for evading arrest, detention, fraudulent use or possession of a credit or debit cards, and theft, $2,500 to $30,000. Came in and you tested positive for benzos and marijuana. All right. Ms. YYYYY, Mr. Graham's client is at level 1-0 and has been for the last 5 days. What are your thoughts?
Your Honor, my thoughts would be to release him. I see the mom here, and the mom is nodding. I believe mom would be able to adequately supervise him. I believe that since he has gotten it right in the detention, Your Honor, I believe that he will be safe. At worst, we can ask for EM. You know, if the court is worried at all, where he will be at and what he'll be doing, we would ask for that. But I believe that he will be able to return to court safely, and I believe that the community will be safe. Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Washington, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think he should come home too, but like I said before, when he got out, he needed the treatment. And I tried to get him in the treatment first, and they put the treatment on the back burner. He needs to start treatment like immediately.
Okay. You know what, Mom? You're absolutely right. And
Thank
so
you.
I think front loading treatment is an awesome idea.
Yes.
So let's see, Miss Farmer, this is Miss Smith's case, but if you'll relay that information, that request from the mom, that treatment be front loaded in Mr. Gage's case, I'm sure Miss Smith will appreciate that information. And Ms. Uzoihe, if you have a chance to talk to Mr. Graham,
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
if you'll also relay mom's request that treatment be front loaded for Mr. Gage, I'm sure Mr. Graham would appreciate that information.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll do that.
Mr. Gage,
Yes, sir.
you're on probation. And now you got arrested for new offenses. And you've only been level 1-0 for 5 days. I'm not convinced yet that if I were to let you go, you wouldn't be back out there again committing more offenses. And your mom's right. If we're really going to help you out, because your past behavior says that if I let you out, you're just going to do whatever you want. Whereas if we've got a treatment plan lined up for you for the day you get out, it may be better for you. I think your mom's right. So I'm going to order that you be detained, and I'm going to let the lawyers and your mom work on getting a treatment plan together for you. All right?
All right.
All right. That's
Thank
the order
you.
of the court. Thank you, Mom. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mrs. Uzoihe.
Thank you, Judge.
Jade Mayweather.
Yes, Your Honor.
Morning, Jade. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I was not happy to see you on the
I'm
detention
not happy to
docket.
be here either. I'm not happy to be here.
I saw that name this morning. I thought, no. All right. Jade, my name is Judge Porter. We've met before. This is a detention hearing to determine if you should remain in detention or be released to a parent or guardian. You have the right to remain silent. You also have the right to an attorney. And your attorney, Ms. Uzoihe, is here to represent you today. If anything you say at this hearing cannot be used against you at a modification hearing, but it could be used against you at a future detention hearing. It would also give information to the prosecutor. You don't want to help out the prosecutor, right?
No.
All right. Ms. Huey, what brings Jade back to court today?
Jade was living in Abilene under interim supervision in Taylor County, and we received a violations report that she was leaving at night and staying out for several hours at a time, and she was not enrolling in school. She had just moved there a couple of weeks before that, and this behavior had been going on since she was placed on probation. She was at Promise House and was unsuccessfully discharged for that same reason. Stayed with her brother and same behavior. And so she had also run away when she first moved to Abilene, was gone about a week to 10 days. And so then we got her back to Abilene and tried to move forward with supervision, and then the behavior just started up again.
Jade, how's your baby doing?
He's doing fine. He's really good.
Is your baby with family members right now?
Yes, he's with my brother.
Okay. All right. Jade, I know you're at level 1-0, but based on your history, what do you think I'm afraid of?
You think I'm going to run away again, but I just wanted to say, like, I know this probably doesn't count or whatever, but I talked to my brother last night about it, and he said that I could come back to him, and I know y'all would need to talk to him about that. And I was just thinking, like, because I figured out, I was talking to the MRHMR dude, and I told my attorney and my probation officer that also, and then we figured out why I was running away. And so I feel like whenever I do get released, I know it probably won't be today, but whenever I do get released, I'm gonna be able to work on that. And then if I do get released to my brother, I was thinking, I haven't said this to my probation officer or my attorney or whatever, but I was thinking an EM would do good just to, you know, but I'm confident, like really confident by the time whenever I do get out or whenever, you know, whatever that happens, I know I'm not gonna come back in here.
All right. Well, you're right. I am going to detain you today, but here's what I want you to do. You'll have another detention hearing in about 2 weeks. Yes, and it's probably going to be in front of Judge Terry. Here's what you should do between now and then. Get a pen, get a piece of paper, and come up with a list of things that Jade can do as kind of a safety plan for Jade and your baby about what triggers you wanting to run away and what are some things you can do to help calm yourself down to enable you to stay where you are. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And if you can come up with that written list, I bet it will really impress Judge Terry.
Okay.
And so that may help you out. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. Will you do that for me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, then I look forward to hearing from Judge Terry about it, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's going to be the order of the court today. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Judge.
All right.
Thank you.
All the remaining hearings today concern children who are under the age of 14. And Section 5408 of the Texas Family Code says that when a child is under the age of 14, the presumption is that the child's interest in privacy outweigh the public's right to participate or observe the hearings, unless a contrary showing has been made. In this situation, no such showing has been made. And accordingly, the court will end the broadcast of the remaining proceedings to the public. I appreciate everybody's involvement and willingness to watch these hearings. It's important that the public participate in our American democracy. So we're going to go ahead and stop the live stream.